Hey guys, I just picked up this Honda Shadow over here, and I managed to get a better deal on it. I got him to knock some money off the price because it's got a really bad steering notch in it. So it means the steering locks in and just wants to go straight. So basically, if you got a bike from like the 70s or 60s, it's gonna have those individual ball bearings for bearings in the neck, okay? But if you got some from the 80s like this, it's probably gonna have tapered bearings. So it's not like a real bad situation where you're necessarily going to absolutely have to replace those bearings. Something nobody apparently knows, but I know. Someone messed with the bike and probably tightened the preload up too much on the bearings. And I've seen this before where that happened, and I was right again. So the preload is way too tight on this. When you do that, people tighten them down way too much. Someone messed with it, cranked on it, tightened it down, and that gave it the notch. And you put the right torque on it, loosen it up, and it's fine. Whoa, pro tip. So I actually had to get a torque wrench out, use as a breaker bar, and I had a socket that fit that. To actually even get that loose, I had to really hammer on it and get it loose. It was on there, man. That's ridiculous. That's not supposed to be like that. These nuts that hold your bearings on, guys, are just supposed to be ever so slightly tight, really. Basically hand tighten them and then turn them a little bit more with the wrench, and that's all the tighter they really need to be. Because you start tightening them down, that's when you're gonna have notching problems, and your front end's gonna start shaking at certain speeds, and you're gonna have weird stuff. So they're actually not supposed to be preloaded too much. Take my advice on that. There's not really any specific torque spec on them, I don't believe. There might be, but either way, I would just go by feel. Tighten them down a little bit, then a little bit more of a turn, maybe a quarter of a turn after that, and that's it. That's all you need. And that, I already put these bars back on and tested it. I just want to show you, but that totally fixed the notch in this thing. Can you believe that? And I've seen this before. These tapered bearings that are in these bikes, they started those around 1980, maybe even a little bit before that, 79. A lot of them probably started to have tapered bearings instead of the old individual bearings. And now if those get a notch in them, you got the individual bearings, got a real old bike like that, it's going to need a new set of bearings, a tapered bearing kit put in it. But if the bike's already got tapered bearings, they really don't get, I don't know how they get notchy in the first place, honestly. It's just from over tightening them, because that fixed it. I mean, I've done this before. It's the second time I've seen someone do this. I don't know how the hell they managed to do that, or what they were messing with, or what they did, but they crank it tight, and that's not good. So fix that in about 5 minutes.